Hello farmers, welcome back to No Man's Land, almost done plowing in what will be our cotton field next season. And then I'm going to go ahead and rest for the rest of the day, nothing else to do. Probably going to skip the month of October as well. And then the month of November, well, hopefully if the price is looking really good, and it should be, we'll be selling our eggs and then get to stone picking, because we got a lot of stones to pick up. And I need to make some lime because I want to get this field limed. I want to get the other fields limed if we have enough stones and lime to do so, but we will see. I do have, I just checked a little while ago, 2,000 liters of stones actually in the lime production stone crusher ready to go, but no sense in turning it on until we actually get more rocks, because that stone crusher actually zips right through the stone pretty darn quick. So just going to head and finish up this field right here, which will take a couple more passes, and we'll go back to the farm and put our feet up and rest for a while. Yeah, month of November, we're going to sell the eggs. We should be selling our eggs at that point. That's the high time to sell eggs. Why do I keep looking at the plow way before I get done? Been doing that like the last 5 or 6 rows for some reason. The rest of the field, not a problem. Maybe I'm anxious to get done plowing. Maybe that's it. I have no idea. So yeah, next season, the good thing about this is since it's a fresh field, we're plowing in grass. We're getting a stage of fertilization from doing this. So the second stage will come when we grab the planter and plant in the cotton. That'll be our second stage. So we don't have to spread fertilizer on the field next season. But we will after we plant, after we harvest the cotton and have to replant. Because cotton, we're not going to get no stage of fertilization from that at all, because it's cotton. So I'll have to fertilize it. And I don't know what I'll plant in it the following season. I think I'm just going to hold off and see how the cotton harvest goes and how we make clothes and how all that goes, and see where the money takes us after that. But speaking of money, it is looking pretty good having $45,000 in the bank account, not always down at $20,000. But we need about $200,000, give or take. I think $200,000 is a good limit right there for the production of clothing for next season. It's like $150,000 for the 2 plants, the spinnery and the tailor shop, and about $50,000 is going to cost us to lease all the equipment that we need for the cotton harvesting. So $200,000 is what I got to collect. It shouldn't be that hard to do so since we're almost at 50. I want to make sure I should have just turned off the plow so it doesn't create any more fields. But there we have it, our cotton field for next season. The field looks big enough, but we'll see how the harvest comes out next year. Not until, well, a year from now. I think harvest time is October, and it's only September the year before, so we got a little bit of ways to go. I just read a comment that someone said that they read somewhere, or I forgot where they got the information from, but apparently as your tractor gets more hours on it, the wear and tear on it increases. So it's going to wear down faster the more hours you put in your tractor, which is understandable, but I hope that's not the case, because we're paying some good repair costs for 46 hours on a tractor is not that much. I'm talking about in-game. In real life, yeah, that's like nothing. It's still brand new. But for Farming Simulator, 46 hours, yeah, it's not that bad for hours. Let's go over to here. Someone else did tell me there is actually a mod out there. I haven't seen it. I probably missed it, but there actually is a mod out there that will reduce the repair costs of your vehicles. But I haven't seen it. I just haven't looked at it, but there was a comment I just read a little while ago as well. So something to keep in mind if you don't like the repair costs. Apparently there's a mod out there that will reduce the repair costs for you. So if you don't like the repair costs, yep, go ahead and search for that mod. Like I said, I don't know where it is. I haven't looked at it, but yeah, I've been told it's out there. Washing off our T6 looks nice and pretty. Yeah, let's go ahead and we'll repair. I hate to see what the repair cost is of the T6, because all I've done really is plow that field. But last I checked, I think it was 500. Let's go over here. Let's see the plow. The condition's in pretty good. $8. I can afford that. And the T6 is $1,560. As we know, the sooner you repair it, the better. You'll actually save money on it. Alright, so where do I want to put the plow? That's the question. I haven't left my room, any room in there, but I think I can squeeze. Is that plow going to squeeze in there? Not really. Unless... Can I go in like this? Maybe I should just put it in the big shed. No. Okay. So let's go ahead and put it in the big shed. I did drive the combine back in. Yeah, last episode for some reason... Okay, that combine... Alright, at the end of the last episode here, the combine was almost sticking out. I was like, okay, I know I parked that combine all the way in. And when I got done recording and was putting things away, I parked this combine with the header all the way up to the back. So are you slowly rolling backwards? You gotta be. Alright, so for you guys are my witness here. We're going to park the combine. You know, I'm going to drive it right into the wall in a way there. It's right against the wall, and I'll back it off a bit because some people might say the wall pushed you back. Alright, we're going to park the combine there and see what happens by the end of the episode. This is where it sits. We'll see what happens. I think I'm starting to lose my mind. Alright, let's go ahead and lower the plow. Yeah, I know it's digging into the concrete, but it is what it is. We'll release that. And we'll drive forward. And I think I am all set. So, yeah, we got some field work to do, but I don't want to start picking up the rocks just yet because, well, it's mid-September, and basically what I want to do, because I got a lot of time to picking up rocks, I'm going to be doing it at the end of this episode and before the next episode, but we'll do some rock picking today anyways. The eggs will be sold. I know someone said sell your eggs. The prime time to sell eggs is November. So that's what we're waiting for. The price right now is not that great right now, so fingers crossed. But let's go ahead and kick our feet up, and we're going to go to bed. Nothing new in the store page as I showed you at the end of the last episode. I think I showed it. Well, I'll show it again. Kate, I don't remember if I did. Actually, something has left. But we got a forage harbor setter, and of course, we do have a subsoiler that requires a tractor of 500 horsepower. What is the working width of that anyways? 6 meters. All right, so it's only 2 meters more than what we currently got. Anyways, am I all set to sleep to the night? Just thinking of everything. Wait a minute. I didn't check on the animals, but I think we fed the animals last episode. The sheep are looking good. And the chickens are looking good. As for 100% productivity on a rooster of 38, where's our hens that are 38 months old? 100% productivity. So they're not losing their productivity yet. All right, let's see what October has to offer. I will check on the egg prices in October because last year the high price was November. It could be October this year. Don't know. But we'll see what the price is. So our loan payment has gone from $500 to $466. So we did pay off $10,000 on our payments. Okay. What am I checking here? The store. Wow. Look at all the stuff that's in the store this morning. Oh, look at you. Aren't you a beautiful thing? At $209,000. Yeah, out of our price range. It would be nice to have a tractor like that, although it would be overpowered for all the equipment that we have. But in the future, something like that in the farm, possibly. But nothing else here of interest. Now we'll go into the economy page and eggs. So October, yeah, it's in the price range where it should be for October, but this is where the price range should be in November. Current price is 12. I think the eggs we can get like 14. Or is it more than that? I can't remember. But if we go by the graph, so this is apparently like 1,200. I'm guessing this will be like hopefully 14. That's what we're hoping for. Our silage should be almost ready to go as well. And the price of that is not bad, 172. But if we go back to the chart, January is the time to sell it. And we don't have a bar going across here to show where we're currently at. But I'm guessing that would be like right about here. I think it's a little higher than it should be, which is great. Let me just double check on our production buildings while we're here. Let's see. The sawmill still has wood to produce. Have a seat has planks, and we got storage room for furniture. We're all set there. Tomatoes, we're fine on water and storing. We're still fine there. Bread pit still has 76,000 liters of flour to convert into bread. And we got plenty of storage still there to go. So I think we're all set to just say goodbye to October. And let's see what November has to offer. Yes, I think we're all set here. think we're all set to skip October and go right into November. Hopefully the egg prices are looking good. Sometimes you take a gamble and you win, and sometimes you take the gamble and lose on the prices. And the weather should be pretty decent, I would think, for November. I don't think we're going to have winter. I should have checked the forecast. It could surprise me. No more space for new eggs. Oh, well, I forgot to move the eggs around. Okay, well, that's I probably lost a yes, I see that. No more space, yes. Every hour it'll give you a prompt saying saying that. So, yeah, that's what happens when you have 650 chickens. Let's go and check the usual things. So in the store, what is the horsepower? Yeah, we got more horsepower than that. So this one was in there yesterday. It would be nice, like I said, to have another tractor, but yeah, if I'm going to get another tractor, which we will in the future, I want something more horsepower. I know someone says it's time to get a new tractor. There's nothing wrong with the T6. The T6 does everything we need it. You know, I can do anything we need around here. I just need another tractor so I can do two things at once. Let's escape out of that, and let's double check on the furniture shop. Is doing fine. Storage is starting to get a little bit congested. We still got wood there, and of course bread pit. Still got 54,000 liters of flour to convert there. Let's go. Where is the page? This is the page we're looking for. Silage today is 181, which is not bad, but we're gonna wait till it's a little bit better, hopefully. And eggs, 1428 at bread pit. So no, I can't sell to bread pit because we own bread pit. It would have to go to, it looks like Lord of the Wings is where it's going to go for 1408. If I show the graph bar, I mean, I might be able to wait till December and the price might be better. But I don't think I want to take that chance. What is our grass field looking like? That could be ready in December. What is the weather for December? Usually we skip December. Okay. That's kind of interesting. It says 66 degrees Fahrenheit, and the low is 18. That's a big difference, and it's supposed to snow. So I cannot see the hourly forecast for tomorrow. So I wonder if it's going to be like warm in the morning and snow in the afternoon. I might be able to get the grass cut tomorrow. Fingers crossed. All right, so what are we going to do now? I think we're going to go ahead and sell our eggs. Put our eggs in one basket. We got plenty of eggs to sell. Let's get those sold, and then the rest of the day we'll be pretty much starting to pick up some rocks. We're going to do some rock picking. We got a lot of rocks to pick on up and start making some lime, and in the springtime, spread some lime fertilizer, lime down, because our fields will need it. Let's grab our T6. So Lord of the Wings is where it's all going. Oh, good. I don't have to convert the trailer. Seems like I convert the trailer over. Oh, yeah, because we're hardly awake when it's dark out. But, yeah, the lights are automatically coming on in our Elk Mountain shed that we put down. I do like the sheds with the automatic lights. It's kind of a neat little thing. But, you know, it is also nice once in a while to have the lights come on. What did I just see flicker there? Oh, I might have cursed over that. Yes, I know that's owned by me. So I'm not getting lucky with, like, the rock picker, the fertilizer spreader. I know a lot of people say, as our mower likes to dance by itself. I should check on the combine harvester, see if that's moved. Yeah, but people are saying, yeah, if you lease it, they've been finding out, you know, a couple days time, they find it in the used category, but haven't been that lucky yet. Now I want to hop out of here. I'm going to connect this, but when I connect this, I'm pretty sure the hoses came off the trailer, which they do, which is weird because those are different buttons to activate certain things. All right, let's go remove some of these egg pallets, and maybe, I don't think when it's full, it's going to spawn the new pallets right away or at all. I just look at the production of eggs. The other thing I probably should do and double check while I'm thinking of it, because I will forget, if I go to animals, food-wise, they can probably go another month, so they're okay there. and 100% productivity on them. How are the sheep doing? I'm thinking we can get through the year with the amount of grass they got. So I'm not going to bother cutting. Well, if I cut grass in December, I will top off the sheep just to make sure. Anyways, let's take off the hoses here. Take off that. And let's start words. Let's start loading up some egg pallets here. Side view might be a little bit better for me. And we'll start loading up some eggs. Gently load up some eggs. How about we turn on some lights on the tractor here? I don't think, well, it does help. I gotta try to remember once in a while, like when I'm recording at dawn and dusk during the day, you know, it doesn't look like it's dark out, but when I go to render it and it loads up on YouTube, it could be rather dark sometimes, so I gotta remember, I always forget about that. I can already see some comments like, when are you going to get an autoloader? We don't need it yet. Not just yet. Am I up high enough? Maybe not in the back. There we go. Yeah, let me put it down. Some days I have no problem with the pallet forks and the pallets on the trailer. And other days, yeah, I have off days. Good days and bad days. I do have to remember, I always think I always have it in my head that a pallet is 1,000 liters, but with the eggs, it's 1,400 liters per pallet. And like tomatoes, it's only 500 liters per pallet. I think that goes back to when I really got into Farming Simulator back in 15. It didn't matter what the pallet was, if what you were loading, it was a pallet that's equal to 1,000 liters of whatever material that you were loading. So now I think it's just stuck in my brain that when you see a pallet, it's like, there's 1,000 liters. Yeah, run into the trailer, that's a good thing. I don't know how much the eggs weigh. I didn't get that all the way on, so that might vibrate and start dancing. I was thinking about, do they weigh, you know, too much? Because if they don't, I could probably do 2 pallets at a time, but here I am. Loading them up 1 pallet at a time. Alright, now you guys have all the space for another day, or / month, to lay some eggs. Oops, I wanted to lift up 1, and I got 2. Seems like when you want, if you wanted to attach 2, I wouldn't be able to. Let's see, let's lower it down like that. Alright, so before anything goes haywire with these pallets, alright. Let's start loading up some more. I think that's going to be the only trailer I load up with a pallet fork that took longer than I needed it to. I had a couple problems when I was loading the 3rd tier of eggs on here. I kept knocking over some on the 2nd because I forgot to latch them in. But I uprighted them, got them on there, so that took way longer than I needed it to. This next one, yeah, super strength. I'll just go ahead and just toss them on there because I do have another trailer bring on down here. I don't know if it's going to be a full trailer like this, but we got 25,200 liters of eggs. Bringing them on down here. Lord of the Wings is still the high price. Bread Pit is the one offering the better price, but if I bring the eggs there, it's not going to sell them. It's going to put them in storage, which eventually someday we will. That's kind of the goal here, because I need eggs to make cakes. We're a long ways away from making cakes. I got the beacons on and everything, so I don't want no one running into us. You say, who's anyone? I don't know. Taking the corners carefully, because I don't need to be tipping this over. And let's watch the money go up. Let's see, 25,000, so 25,000 and probably 35, let's say like 36, 37,000. 35,414. Bring us up to 76,038. And I got another trailer to go? Ah, thank you, chickens. Thank you, chickens. Well, almost the same amount of eggs. We got one pallet less than the first time, but we're still going to get, what, 33,000? Maybe 34. Maybe it's $34,000 from selling all these eggs at the restaurant. No, I don't want to say restaurant. It's Lord of the Wings, or as we can only fit in the nameplate, Lord Wings. That's a lot of eggs. That's a lot of omelets, a lot of whatever they decide to make with the eggs. I have no idea. But they're welcome to the eggs, and I'll see you next November, probably. Let's go ahead and... I'll leave the strap on, because the second I take the strap off, I may get one that rolls out. $100,000 in the bank account, so we're halfway to our cotton goal, if you will. And the good news is, in the month of December / January, we got a whole bunch of bread that we got to sell. I just looked at the price of bread, and the bread looks pretty darn good for price-wise, but it's only November. December and January are supposed to be the better months. So we'll have to wait until next episode before we sell the bread. Plus, Bread Pit is still making the bread. So now what I'm going to do is going to go back, bring back the trailer, and then we're going to go ahead and lease a stone picker. You know which one. We've used it plenty of times. And we'll start with the small fields, start picking up some stones there, work our way around. Maybe even turn on the lime production, because I got to pick up all the stones today, because I don't want to pay the daily fee on the stone picker. So a couple things when I was coming back, you might be able to see it through the trees, and well, I can't see it right now, but keep looking off of the distance. It caught me off guard twice. I couldn't figure out what it was. I saw this big orange thing, and I kept thinking to myself, what is that? What's that big orange thing? And you'll see it right there. It caught my attention. I forgot. I put down a tree over by the sheep. That's one of the trees changing colors because it's fall. Anyways, let's bring back the trailer, put that in storage, and head on down to the store. I got to fill up with some diesel because we're getting kind of low on the diesel. And yeah, the stone picker would be next. All right, let's top her off with some diesel. I'm not going to say diesel fuel. I'm just going to say diesel. So, yeah, we'll top off with the diesel. Hopefully it's not, when it gets like 198. 201. Okay, that's not a bad guess. I'm also thinking I probably should take off the front end loader on the tractor. I'm wondering if just because it's on the tractor, even though I'm not using it, is it actually wearing out because it's on the tractor and the tractor's in use? I don't know if that's how it actually works on that, but I think when I get back to the farm, I'll take out the front end because we do not need it for anything anytime soon. So the one thing I did see, it was $2,000 and change to lease this for however long I have it. Well, it'll be for the day. But for every additional hour I have it, I gotta pay an additional $1,062, something like that. Yep, the leaves are turning on the trees down here at the supermarket. Just like we got that one tree back over by the sheep. I kind of forgot about the combine harvester and checking on that, so we'll see if that has moved at all. But let me get rid of the front end loader first. Just attach that. Okay, gotta lower it down a little bit. Okay, that was more than a little bit. That's why I couldn't detach. And did the hoses come off this? Yes, they do. Interesting. All right, attach that. Let's back on up. All right, the combine harvester, has it moved at all is the question. And looking inside, I think it has. Yeah, that's moving. Slowly I turn, step by step, inch by inch. It's moving. I wonder if it's because I still got the header on it. So what we're going to do is pull back up just a little bit. Let's come out here and PTO shaft. So the hydraulic hoses don't work with a manual attach outside. They got to do that from the inside apparently. Yep. Okay, so we'll back up there. Alright, so let's get this in our mind how it kind of looks here. So the header is right up against the back wall. And we got about 1 meter / 3 feet between the header and the combine itself. Let's see if that makes it stop from rolling back on its own. Speaking of rolling, let's go ahead and unfold our stone picker. Lower it down. Turn it on. And start picking up rocks. Now, the one thing I did see, I don't know where I saw it. Maybe it was when I was looking at the help menu for a little bit. I did not realize that you could actually dump the stones from here right into the back of a trailer. So maybe when I go down to the big field, I might actually convert the trailer over. I'm not too far from over here. But you'll see when I go to unload this into the line production, the stone crusher, when this unloads, it kind of like lifts up and high enough. The question is, if you got to be just careful, I suppose, of the trailer. If it's too high, it won't be able to unload into it. But I'm extremely happy today. I did not realize the eggs were going to bring me in that much cash. I do have enough money to actually put down one of the 2 production buildings. I could put down either or. But since I don't need them currently, we're not going to need them until next October. So I want to hold on to the money just in case something comes up for sale in the store. You never know. But we got plenty to sell. We got, like I said, we got bread to sell. Probably next episode in either the month of December or January. And of course, next June / July, we'll have all the furniture to sell. In the meantime, we will have the tomatoes. The eggs will probably hold off again until next year, around November. So the money is starting to come in at a decent rate. And of course, next year, if everything goes well with the cotton, and of course the sheep slowly producing what they do, that will have a little bit more cash coming on in. It's one of those series that, because we're in a hard economy, and we're not starting. We started with a decent amount. I mean, I'm not going to sit there and lie about that because we started with all the land. But yeah, it's been kind of slow. We got some of the equipment, then we're slowly getting. We finally got our combine harvester. We got that all squared away. But yeah, the money's starting to coming in a little bit faster and faster. It's one of those things where you got to crawl before you walk, and you got to walk before you can sprint, and you got to sprint before you can run. And I think we're in the walking stage at this point. We've been crawling, but now I think we're kind of like in the walking stage. And I think once we get the spinnery and the tailor shop next year and start making clothes, and we saw how much clothes go for, we might be sprinting a little bit. Little sprints here and there. And of course, now we got the field that we just created. I think that's our biggest field. So, I mean, I'm not going to probably do cotton in it the following year. We might do a different crop in it then. But just wait and see what turns up. So I'm only thinking ahead until next year after doing the cotton harvest. If the money comes in, the one thing I am thinking about is possibly after that comes in, starting to get into the cows. So yeah, we can start, we gotta wait for them to mature so they can start making milk, and then that means getting a dairy production up to where we can make cheese. Let's see, I forgot what all the products it makes. Yeah, cheese for one. Yeah, I'm drawing a blank. I think it's 3 things it makes, and I can't think of the 3 products. It's driving me nuts. So I got to go in here and check what it is. Oh, butter, cheese, and is that it? Butter and cheese? I thought there was 3 things. Oh, chocolate. That's the 3rd thing. Butter, cheese, chocolate. Yeah, those are the 3 things we can make in the dairy production, I do believe. But in order to make chocolate, I think we need sugar. In order to do sugar, that means sugar beet or sugar cane. So there's another whole line of production that we would have to get into. A lot of things. A lot of things. A lot of production buildings still to put up. A lot of equipment to lease/buy. Oh yeah, we're also going to have our silage to sell next month. So we got bread and silage for the winter months to sell. Forgot about that. Probably sell some of the tomatoes. Some. I mean all. Yeah, of course, all of them. All the tomatoes. So I'm just trying to think how much bread we got, what bread goes for. We could hit $200,000 next episode. Yeah. Who knows? Who knows what tomorrow will bring, or next month will bring. Hopefully something in the shop will come up for sale. I just hope it's not that case quad, because for $200,000, be like, that'd be tempting. That'd be really, really tempting. But basically, I got to make sure in the springtime, the only thing we need the money for in the springtime for the cotton is to lease the planter. And that's probably going to be, I think the base lease cost was what, $5,000? And probably an extra couple thousand for the extra hour. Let's just say I need about $10,000 in the spring to plant that field. It's the big cost is going to be the module harvester in October. And we should have to cash off that because of the furniture. Now really, I only need to go where the rocks are. So I'm going to try to start saving myself some time. Because going where there's no rocks. See, I'm not collecting any rocks. It's only where the rocks are. I'm still in that false sense of when I first did it down the creek, I was getting rocks everywhere. But now if I just go where the rocks are, and we disappear the rocks, we're good to go. And I don't really need to /cultivate, smooth out the ground here, because our drill does not need the land to be cultivated beforehand. Although you look at the ground here, there are rocks everywhere, but I can save myself some time by skipping some areas. Well, I wasn't paying much attention, but I filled up with stones over here in the second field. It was going kind of slow, and all of a sudden I was like, wow, the tractor's picking up speed, and I realized, oh, because we're full. So one field done. Second field behind us, we're about, maybe 20% done. It's going to be a long night of stone picking for me. I may want to go make a pot of coffee. It's going to be a while. Well, let's go over here. So, yeah, when this is the, what's stone picker? I don't know the name of the stone pickers just yet. This is the ELO. Is that right? ELO? Sure. The Scorpion 550. So when this one, quote-unquote, unloads, you can see it'll actually lift up at a decent height. So yeah, you can dump them on into a trailer. And just like that, we got 2,000 stones into the rock crusher. And like I said, I'll probably turn that on today to start making it, because who knows, the Bredel spreader may be on sale tomorrow, or I may spread lime tomorrow. I have no idea. All I know is the rest of the month of November, this is what I'm doing. I did check the store page this morning, right? Yeah, that's right. So we looked at. But I will keep my eye on it for the rest of the day, because things will pop up. But usually things are in there, I think, for 24 hours. So I think that's the way it is. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, but I think things in the store page are in there for 24 hours. So like if I were to quit today at noon and just sleep until 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, things should be in there for 24 hours. I don't know. It just seems like that, like they are to me. Now the question, I think I don't know if I asked this question before, or I thought about it when I was doing some off-camera work before, about the store page on the sale items. For those of you who have been playing multiplayer, is there multiple farms on multiplayer? Because I haven't even checked on it, to be honest with you. And if there are multi-farms, yeah, when something comes up for sale on the store page, is a free-for-all battle on who gets to it first. If that's what you both want. They should make like a bidding. They should do like an auction for used stuff on multiplayer. That'd be kind of interesting, to where something comes up for sale and then you guys can start bidding on it. Be kind of interesting. Yeah, this field seems like it has more stones in it than the other field did, even though this field is a little bit smaller. But hopefully, with all the fields that we got and all the stones I got to pick on up, hopefully we can make enough lime to get the cotton field taken care of, because that'll be 15%, as we know. We already got a stage of fertilization in from the grass. We will fertilize it again when we plant. The only thing I probably won't do is, well, I can't mulch. I have nothing to mulch, so I'm not going to get the 2.5% for that. Rolling, I don't know. That's for 2.5%. I'm not sure if it's worth my time, but maybe at some point we will. Having to roll the field after every time you plant it seems like that's like a lot of work for that 2.5%. So the one thing that's kind of missing, I think, in Farming Simulator 22, as we saw the forecast for December, it says high temperature of 66 and low of 18 or 16, whatever it was, and the forecast does show snow. It would be kind of interesting if they had the temperatures showing for us up here in the upper right-hand corner. So, like, if I wake up tomorrow, it's not going to be 16 degrees all day. Obviously, it's going to be warm. So I would assume, being that warm, I should be able to maybe cut the grass tomorrow. If we do, that'd be great. I'm going to try to wait until tomorrow. I mean, I could technically cut the grass today. It should be ready for harvest, but it's not at full height. So I'd rather wait one more day just to try it on out. I haven't been paying too much attention in the months of December, January, and February. Usually I just sell. Last year we sold bread, and we just sold a couple of things. First couple of seasons we just kind of skipped through the winter. There's not much to do around here during the winter. I'm not going to lease a plow and go around and plow the roads. Although my winters here have been, I would say, on the mild side. I think the first winter I had a decent snow level. But the previous winter, the past winters after that, not so much. Alright, 2 fields done. And actually, I'm going to go and unload this. So I got that field there to do. And then the fields just get a little bit bigger. That field there does take me a little time to do. The one down by the mill is not... It's not as big as that one. I think it's maybe half the size, so it won't take me as long. But the cotton field, yeah. But who knows? I have been thinking, like, do I want to plant cotton down at the mill as well? You know, I don't know. That'll be one of those decisions I got to make next March when it comes time to plant that. Let me turn this off here for a second. Spend a little bit of time. Let me just stroll in here and see what the combine's up to. Yeah, so I mean, it hasn't moved yet, but I think having the header on the combine was making it slide backwards. But overall, seems like it's staying in place now. Yeah, it's kind of funny. Once we got that shed up and we got some things moved around, looks like it got plenty of room in here now, even though we just barely put the combine here for the first time. But it's looking nice and roomy over there. I do like the looks of this this shed over here by Elk Mountain Modding. And, well, it wasn't the last episode, but the episode before that, I showed off some of the things that you can get from the Elk Mountain Modding on their Facebook page and download. Let's see, what we got for food in here. It might be good for, like I said, another month. But maybe I'll take care of it just to be sure. And, wow, you guys have produced almost a good crate of eggs already. Good for you, ladies. Good for you. And Ronnie the Rooster, yeah, you're doing a fabulous job over there. Let me just come up here and check on the sheep just to see. I mean, I don't expect too much. We're just going to have that one pallet, and it won't even be. It'll be like it'll show like a quarter of a pallet, but actually it's going to be hardly anything in there. But someone did say as well that they have found, since we're over here, we'll take a look. What do we got here? So 92 liters of wool currently. They said, if I go into here, that the Swiss black, I think they said the Swiss black. Ooh. I didn't know there was two black sheep. I think they said the Swiss black. It was either the Swiss black or the black Welsh sheep produce more wool than the others they found. I don't know. It's not like in 19 where one sheep was a good meat producer, if you will. Another one did a lot of wool and ate a lot and all that kind of stuff. This here doesn't really say this one makes more than others. It doesn't say what it's really meant for. But we're just going to go ahead and let the sheep do what they do. Yeah, in about a year and a half, we should have double the amount of sheep, and then they'll just get bigger and bigger. In the future, I will put down a fence line around here because we do have fences we can put down. But off camera, I was looking. Actually, I'll show you in case you haven't seen it yet. If we go to construction, I thought about maybe we'll put down a fence, and then I saw how much fences cost. Let me just go to here. Where are we here? So if I were to just go to here and go along here, just a fence line up to here, because don't forget it's a big pen. We're talking $8,000 in fencing, which is about probably the right amount of cost. But so that's why I'm holding off on putting fencing around here until the future. A lot of things we got to do in the future. Also this winter I got to cut down some trees around here. That way we make sure our sawmill's up and going and keep producing furniture. And of course, as we do know, this over here at 10:30, this might be fully fermented and be all silage. So we got to sell this in the month of December, 100%. So this is ready to be sold at any time soon. What is the current price of silage? I want to keep my eye on that. Silage right here and here. That is an okay price, but hopefully in the month of December, is it December, January? Yeah, January is supposed to be the better month. We're in November. So in theory, we're somewhere around here. So maybe we can get almost $200 per instead of $180 per. And I know someone said before, buy the belt. Now that we got the money coming in, I might do so. How much is that belt actually? Was it like 30,000? 38,000. So it's not cheap, but it's not that expensive either. It's one of those things. It all depends on how the money is coming in. In the beginning, 38,000 was a lot for us. Now it's getting to be like it's not that bad of a price. We can kind of maybe work it in. But we had to spend our money elsewhere to begin with. But the rest of my day, I'm going to be picking up stones for quite a while. And then we'll get the lime production up and going. This thing will crush the stones really quick and make a whole bunch of lime. And we got, let's see, what fields I say? The grass field needs it. And the big cotton field and the one down by the grain mill needs lime. These should be good to go for another 2 seasons up here. These 4 fields, they should be good to go. But like I said, I may go make a pot of coffee because I'm going to be up for a little while picking up some stones in the T6 and wearing it on down. I'll keep my eye on the combine, make sure it doesn't move. But hopefully, next episode will be, I don't know, yeah, well, probably in the month of December, I'll probably start there. And we got bread to sell, tomatoes to sell, silage to sell, money coming in. We'll see what the store brings up for us for sale. Hopefully something interesting. You never know. But that's going to do it for today, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always. I'll catch you again right here in No Man's Land. But until then, have a good one.